The JBL Authentic 200 is a retro-style speaker boasting a power of 90 watts RMS. How does it perform in practice, and is it worth buying? Find out in today's review. When we hear about the JBL brand, most of us immediately associate it with high-quality audio equipment. We'll take a closer look at the JBL Authentic 200 model, a speaker that clearly harks back to classic retro design, blending the elegance of the past with modern technology. At first glance, this model harbors many interesting features that have the potential to convince even the most demanding individuals. I borrowed the speaker for this review from the manufacturer. The JBL Authentic 200 speaker catches the eye with its appearance, reminiscent of classic models from years gone by. The manufacturer has ensured that its design is discreet, not too conspicuous, yet elegantly fitting into various interiors. Although it is a wireless music playback device, it requires constant wired power to operate. First impressions. Upon first contact with the JBL Authentic 200 speaker, its not too large size for a classic stationary speaker is immediately noticeable. All elements are precisely fitted, nothing creaks or seems loose. Additionally, the speaker is surprisingly light, which facilitates its portability, and its anti-slip feet provide stability in any location. It's also worth noting its appearance, stylish and maintained in a retro aesthetic, making it not just an audio device, but also an elegant decorative element. The JBL Authentic 200 does not have excessive eye-straining lights or LEDs, which is a major advantage, especially in dark rooms and during nighttime listening. Controlling the speaker is intuitive. Two buttons, including one dedicated to Bluetooth connectivity, allow for easy device management. The pairing process is simple. Just press the BT button to initiate pairing mode, and after turning off the speaker, pressing this button again quickly restores the connection. Additionally, three knobs for adjusting volume, bass, and treble are not only functional, but also aesthetically made. White LED lighting around each knob indicates the current setting level, facilitating sound adjustment to personal preferences. This lighting only activates when turning the knob and then fades away. The JBL Authentic 200 visually harks back to the classic style of the 70s, evident in its finish. The Quadrex grille, housing covered in leather-like material, and an aluminum frame not only add a unique character to the device. The sound emitted by the speaker is balanced, with strong and clear tones and deep bass. Additionally, compatibility with voice assistants like Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa expands the speaker's functionality, allowing for control of other smart devices in the home. The JBL Authentic 200 employs a pair of 25mm tweeters and a full-range 5-inch woofer with a 6-inch passive radiator, delivering deep and full bass. Be careful when lifting the speaker not to grab the exposed membrane. Features and functionality. The JBL Authentic 200 is not just a retro-styled speaker, but also a technologically advanced device. It supports multi-room technology, allowing for the connection of several speakers from this series in different rooms, creating a cohesive sound system throughout the home. Moreover, these speakers automatically calibrate and optimize sound performance depending on the acoustics of a given room, which is crucial for achieving the best sound quality. However, the manufacturer does not explain how such calibration is conducted and what its results are. This information is also not available in the JBL One app, which can be used to configure the speaker. The speaker can be controlled both through the Google Voice Assistant and Amazon Alexa. It can also be done through our smartphone and the previously mentioned app. However, after a longer silence, a few minutes, the speaker enters standby mode and the BT icon must be pressed again. Therefore, if, for example, you are lying in bed and paused a movie or music for a moment to talk on the phone, you have to get up to reactivate the device. An alternative is the ability to configure rules for the speaker to follow. This can be done by connecting the speaker to Wi-Fi, easiest through the app on the phone. It mainly involves setting actions or scenes, such as automatic wake-up when entering a specific app on the smartphone. Interestingly, among various popular apps, there is neither YouTube nor Spotify. Testing the JBL Authentic 200 speaker, its versatility immediately stands out. The device excels in playing music from smartphones, laptops, and when paired with TVs or devices like the MI box. Both in a large living room and smaller rooms, the JBL Authentic 200 handles the reproduction of high and mid tones excellently. The bass produces a very pleasant pressure and goes quite low, which was a positive surprise for me. While watching movies with narration, I could clearly hear not only the narrator, but also the entire action of the film. The sound is of very high quality, and it is simply audible. Battery and performance. It should be noted that the JBL Authentic 200 does not have a built-in battery and requires constant power. This is a solution primarily aimed at home use, which can be both an advantage and a limitation depending on the user's needs. The lack of a battery means the need for access to a power source, but it allows for constant use of the full available power. JBL has also released 2 other models in this series. The JBL Authentic 300 has a built-in battery, so it can be used in a hybrid manner. Conclusion: the JBL Authentic 200 is a speaker that made a significant and quite positive impression on me. At the time of writing this review, it costs €400, which is quite a lot for a single speaker, as for a similar price we can get a soundbar. However, several aspects work in its favor. First and foremost, it is not large, has a quite universal and classic look. Due to its constant network power, it always has its power available, and it simply sounds great, which in comparison with some, and quite large, soundbars can be very significant. If I had to find fault with anything, it would be that it quickly goes into standby mode, which simply turns off the device and requires reconnection. This can be annoying, just like the touted auto-calibration and room adaptation feature. It is not known how this is done and whether it is done at all because we have no way of checking it. Despite these minor shortcomings, the JBL Authentic 200 is a device that can successfully meet the demands of even more demanding users.